I don't want to be a fatty. It's beginning of 2015. Eating healthy and regular exercise are my New Year resolution. I love to eat and cook, and I won't give up eating. Recently, I loaded my pantry with a lot of Chinese tea, fruits, and vegetables. I hope to create some cool and delicious recipe so you too can benefit from it. I believe that we all still can eat as usual. The key is to exercise regularly. I love noodles and I won't give it up. So today I'm going to show you how to make your own noodles at home. I am learning to eat healthy. No doubt this recipe is not 100% healthy, but at least there is no preservative in it. So do join me in my kitchen and I'll show you how to make this delicious noodle. First, let's mix the dry ingredient. I'm using a cake bread mixer. If you do not have this at home, you can mix by hand. In this case, you will burn fat more so you can eat more later. Add in 3/4 of the water. Using a cake mixer, mix everything together and add the remaining water into the dough. Mix until all the flours and dough stop sticking to the side of the bowl. Transfer the dough in another bowl. Let it sit for 1 hour, covered. Soak the shiitake mushroom in hot boiling water. You can also use fresh mushroom if you like. Finely chop or grind 2 garlics. Finely chop 2 small onions. The mushroom has been soaked in hot water for 15 minutes. Now it is much softer and you can cut them into strips. Ideally, this mushroom is supposed to be soaked whole overnight so that it will rehydrate and develop a deeper flavors. I speed up this method by cutting it into strips so that the waters are allowed to penetrate faster. The water used in soaking can be used as a stock later. One tips, I find it easy to put all the seasoning on the table when mixing them, so I don't miss out anything from the recipes. This not only gave me control over the amount, but also prevent unnecessary stress while cooking. In my world, cooking should be relaxing and fun. I often seek ways to relax. And how do I usually relax? Honestly, I'm more relaxed cooking alone. Sometimes some soft background music would be nice, or someone goofing around in the kitchen and make me laugh. On a medium hot pan, fry onions with oil until soft. Add in the minced meat. Fry them until they are almost done. Add the soaked mushroom. And the minced garlic. Mix in the seasoning. Lower the heat and let this simmer for at least half an hour. After simmering it for half an hour, the stew should look like this at the end. Now, let's make the noodles. Roll out the dough on a table with flours and rolling pin. When the dough is thin enough, fold in like this so that you can easily cut them into noodles. The thickness of the noodles is depending on individual preference. Ban Mien means broad noodles, but you can cut it whatever way you like. There is no rules. I noticed the dough is quite moist, and the tips here for cutting is to use a lot of flour. If you prefer the noodles to be even more thinner, you can pull them like this. Just make sure that it is not too thin, otherwise the noodles will break up. Because the dough is soft and moist, I won't recommend that you cut them too thin, otherwise the noodle will end up in a lump while boiling. The noodles are very fragile, and I also recommend that you do not pull the noodle too much. You also want to make sure you have enough room for the noodles to spread out on the table. Do not cut too much noodle at one go. Cut and boil them in batches instead. This noodles dough recipe is enough to feed at least 5 persons. If that is too much dough for you, you can actually put them unrolled in a plastic and freeze it. Okay, time to boil our noodles. Gently put the noodles in a big pot of boiling water. Try to cook one portion at a time so that the noodle won't end up in one big. Pick up the noodles and dip it in cold water after 15 seconds of boiling. This process will prevent the noodle from turning too soft. Reheat the noodles in hot water for a few seconds just before serving. Look at this little monster. I can't wait to eat them. I am using raw rucola in this case, but of course you can use whatever you like. So there you have it, Ban Mien with minced stew, the Taiwanese style. The noodle is not too soft and it's simply delicious. It snows a lot during winter here. I normally cook a lot during winters because food comforts me and make me less homesick. So my question for you today is, what is your favorite comfort food? Please send me a comment below so I see if we have something in common. In my next episode, I'm going to show you how to make this fat-free mango chiffon cake. This recipe is specially created for those who like to lose weight and still like to eat good. Subscribe and comment below if you have any question. I'll see you around next Sunday for another delicious recipe. Bye everybody!